watching your taillights fade, thinking about the wreckage and the choices that we made. I know I broke the promise, I know I let you down. I'm the reason there's a ghost in every corner of this town. I could ask for your forgiveness, I could beg for one more try, but I saw the way you looked at me when you didn't even cry. The sweetness has all vanished, the gold has turned to rust, and everything we built is just a handful of the dust. I'd rather be the villain in the story that you tell than the shadow in your memory where you're trapped inside of hell. If the anger keeps you standing, if the fire keeps you warm, then let me be the lightning and the center of the storm. So you can always hate me if it helps you move along. Let me be the hollow part of every single song. Build a wall of all my failures, use my name to fuel the spite. If it's the only way to get you through the middle of the night, I'll take the blame, I'll take the dark. I'll be the one who failed, while you're the ship that found the wind and finally set sail. It's the last gift I can give you for the heart I stole from thee. Darling, always hate me, just don't remember me. I'll stay the person you regret, the mistake you had to make. I'll be the jagged lesson in the middle of the ache. Tell your friends I was a monster, tell your mother I was cold. Paint me in the darkest shades, that a story can be told. Because if you start to miss me, if you start to feel the soft, you'll be looking for a lifeline that I already cut off. And I can't have you waiting, I can't have you looking back at a bridge that's been demolished and a heart that's faded black. Forgiveness is a heavy thing, it's a burden on the soul. It keeps you tied to everything that took away your hope. But hatred is a compass, it's a clear and steady line that leads you far away from this broken world of mine. So you can always hate me if it helps you move along. Let me be the hollow part of every single song. Build a wall of all my failures, use my name to fuel the spite. If it's the only way to get you through the middle of the night, I'll take the blame, I'll take the dark. I'll be the one who failed, while you're the ship that found the wind finally set sail. It's the last gift I can give you for the heart I stole from thee. Darling, always hate me, just don't remember me. Let the bridge burn, let the ash fall. I'll be the name you never wanna call. Be strong in the anger, be safe in the gone. I'll be the shadow while you find the dawn. Always hate me, please hate me. I'm staring at the ceiling in the 22 sees light, trying to remember how it felt to be right. Back when your words were a gospel I swear by before the forever became a goodbye. I kept every promise like a saint in a shrine. I built up a kingdom and told you it was mine. But the walls were made of paper, the floors were made of glass, and I'm just watching the ghost of our happiness pass. I used to look at you and see the sun and the stars. Now I just see the distance and the depth of the scars. It's a long way to fall from the height of the grace, to being a stranger in this hollowed out space. And I used to believe in the way that you breathe, in the home that we built and the love we conceived. I believed every whisper, I believed every line. I thought that your heart was a mirror of mine. Now I'm standing in the wreckage of a beautiful life, watching the last of my certainties die. It's a hard, heavy truth that I'm forced to receive. God is lonely when you got nothing left to believe. The kitchen is quiet, the radio's dead. I'm chewing on sentences that we never said. I see a toothbrush still sitting by the sink, and it forces my spirit to sit here and think. Was it real for a second? Was it ever the truth? Or was I just trading my pride and my youth for a version of always that was destined to fail? A ship made of iron with a paper thin sail. They say that faith is the evidence of things not seen, but I've seen enough of the space in between. I've seen the way you look past me at the door, and I can't pretend that I'm us anymore. Yeah, I used to believe in the way that you breathe, in the home that we built. believe. I don't believe anymore. Porch lights flickering a rhythm out of time, while I'm tracing every stairwell like a mountain I can't climb. The winter settled early in the hollow of the hall, and the silence is a shadow stretching out against the wall. I'm still reaching for the radio to hear a favorite song, but the frequency is empty and the nights are getting long. I thought I'd learn to live with it, I thought I'd find a way, but the colors just keep bleeding to shades of static gray. They say that time is healing, that the heart is made to mend, but I'm just staring at the darkness at the center of the end. My pulse is just a hammer hitting nails into the floor as I'm waiting for the clicking of a lock upon the door. And I'm falling into the big sleep, the long and lonely deep, where the memories of us are the only things I keep. No more fighting for the daylight, no more reaching for the sky, just the heavy velvet curtain of a permanent goodbye. I'm tired of the waking, I'm tired of the strong. I'm surrendering the rhythm to the end of every song. Close the windows, dim the lights, let the winter have its keep. I'm just headed for the big sleep. Your coat is in the closet like a ghost without a name, and the house is just a hollow shell around an empty frame. I'm drifting through the kitchen where the coffee's turned to ice, living in a world where I've already paid the price. There's no use in the maybe, and there's no use in the might, when you're staring down the tunnel of a never-ending night. I'm losing my reflection in the silver of the glass, watching all the versions of our future slowly pass. Don't wake me for the morning, don't wake me for the sun. I'm finally admitting that the damage has been done. The anchor's hit the bottom and the chain is finally snapped. In the architecture of a dream where I am permanently trapped. Just the quiet, just the cold, the only story left to hold. Falling under, sinking deep into the big sleep. I see you checking the clock by the window frame, looking for an exit that doesn't carry my name. You're still sitting here, still holding the glass, waiting for the minutes and the awkwardness to pass. I see the way you force a smile when I speak, but the light in your eyes is getting tired and weak. You're not staying because the fire is still bright. You're just staying because you're afraid of the night. You reach for my hand like a chore on a list. There's no magic in the palm, no heat in the wrist. It's a hollow kind of kindness, a mercy that stings, the heavy laden weight that a dead habit brings. And you're only here because you have to be, because you can't find the words to say it isn't me. You're staying for the history, staying for the ghost, but you're the one in this room that I'm missing the most. It's a slow motion leaving, a beautiful lie, a hello that's already dressed up as goodbye. Don't do me any favors, don't try to be true when the only thing keeping you here is you have to. You're still wearing the ring, but it looks like a chain, a silver reminder of a long faded stain. We're talking about the weather and the things we should buy, anything to keep us from looking at the why. I'd rather you hate me, I'd rather you scream, than to watch you just sleepwalk through this dying dream. You're a prisoner of always, a victim of us, watching our gold turn slowly back into dust. Break the glass, pull the cord, let the ending begin. I'm tired of the walls of the state that we're in. There's no prize for the person who stays till the end, when there isn't a heart left that's worth trying to mend. to just go. I'll unlock the door. I don't wanna be a duty anymore. Don't be kind, don't be sweet. I've already felt the cold of defeat. You have to go, because you don't wanna stay, 'cause you have to. I'm clearing out the medicine cabinet and the shelf, trying to recognize a version of myself that didn't need your validation just to breathe. Before you took the oxygen and asked to leave, I won't beg for a minute, I won't plead for a day. I've seen the way your spirit has already moved away. I'm folding up the blankets, I'm smoothing out the sheet, preparing for the silence of a total clean defeat. There's no use in the shouting, no use in the screams, when you're standing in the wreckage of 1,000 broken dreams. I'll keep my head held steady, I'll keep my voice real low, because the hardest part of loving is letting the ghost go. And I'm looking for a way to say goodbye to the night, to leave the always behind without a bitter fight. No throwing of the pictures, no slamming of the door, just the quiet understanding that we don't live here anymore. I'll walk you to the driveway, I wish you nothing but the best, while steady light, a farewell with dignity in the middle of the night. You're waiting for the anger, you're waiting for the tears to justify the way you're turning from the years. But I won't give you the reaction, I won't give you the pain. I'll just stand here in the silence where the promises remain. We built a beautiful story, we shared a beautiful song, and I won't let this ending make the beginning feel wrong. I'm signing off the chapters, I'm closing up the book with a quiet kind of mercy for the life we overtook. Let the memories stay cherished, let the ending stay clear. Don't let the sadness tarnish everything held dear. It takes a lot of strength to just stand still and face, and offer you the freedom of this empty space. Just the quiet understanding that we don't live here anymore. I'll walk you to the driveway, I wish you nothing but the best, while I gather all the memories and lay them to the rest. It's a graceful kind of breaking, a clear and steady light, a farewell with dignity in the middle of the night. coming, I'll stay on the porch until the taillights fade. Beyond the reach of maybe, in the future we are made. No more us, just a peace, a quiet, dignified release. The farewell with dignity.
I'm staring at the hollow in the mattress on the right, where the ghost of your body used to settle for the night. The sheets are tangled wreckage, a white and cotton sea, and I'm just a lonely sailor in the used to be. I could reach across the border, I could smooth the linen flat, but I'm terrified of what I'll find if I actually do that. Because as long as there's a wrinkle, as long as there's a fold, the story isn't finished and the air isn't quite as cold. They say you ought to straighten up, they say you ought to rise, but they don't see the ceiling through these heavy aching eyes. I'm living in the ruins of a good night and a rest, with the weight of your absence sitting heavy on my chest. And it's the unmade bed of my life, messy and torn, the loneliest place that I've ever been born. Tracing the shadows where your head used to lie, underneath the gray of a bedroom sky. I'm stuck in the middle of a dream that went wrong, trying to remember the words to our song. It's a tangled bit of mercy, a sharp and jagged strife, living in the unmade bed of my life. The morning light is cruel, it shows the dust upon the floor and the emptiness that's gathered by the handle of the door. I'm still wearing the sweater that you left upon the chair, breathing in the last of you that's lingering in the air. I haven't pulled the curtains, I haven't cleared the glass, I'm just waiting for the memory of the us to finally pass. But the fabric's got a memory, it's holding on to you, and I don't think I have the strength to start something new. If I make the bed, then you're really truly gone. There'll be nowhere left for the forever to I'll just stay here in the blue, in the mess of losing you. The unmade bed, sound of a head, just a ghost in my head. I'm driving toward the edge of the world we used to know, watching the rear view mirror, watching the memories go. The road is a ribbon of black stretching in a gray, and everything we built 1,000 miles away. I used to see the gold, I used to see the light, but the colors are bleeding into the coming of the night, and the line where the earth meets the sky is starting to blur, like the ghost of the man I was before I lost her. There's no map for this kind of empty, no compass for the cold, just a handful of air where I used to have your hold. I'm chasing a sun that already went down, in the silence of a heart that's starting to drown, and the horizon is fading, the colors are gone. I'm losing the hope that there's ever a dawn. The distance is growing, a sea of no more, and I can't find the path back to the shore. I'm reaching for the hem of a disappearing day, watching the last of our forever slip away. It's not a clean break, it's a slow, steady shading, and the horizon is fading. The radio is static, just a hum and a hiss, like the echo of the words in our very last kiss. I try to focus on the landmarks, the trees and the signs, but they're melting together in crooked dark lines. The further I go, the more I realize that the world is just a mirror of the look in your eyes. When you told me it was over, when the light went out and left me in the shadow of a permanent doubt. If I could turn the car around, if I could stop the spin, I'd find the exact second where the end began. But the sky is getting heavy and the ground is getting thin, and I'm losing the battle, I'm still living it. this castle on a canyon ledge, careless footsteps dancing on the edge. We swore the view was worth the thinness of the air, but the gravity was waiting and it didn't seem fair. I felt your fingers slip away from mine, a slow motion break in a straight dark line. Now the clouds are rising up to meet my face in this cold, unyielding, lonely space. They say the fall is what kills you in the end, but they don't mention the time you have to spend counting every mistake, every word, every frown on the way down. And it's a long way down from the love we had, watching the good turn into the bad. The wind is screaming everything we didn't say as the ground gets closer every single day. It's not the crash that's breaking my heart, it's the miles and the minutes we're drifting apart. Falling is easy, it's the air that's profound. And it's a long, long way down. I can see our ghosts still standing at the top. They look so happy, like the world would never stop. Before the silence grew louder than the song, before we realized we both went wrong. I'm reaching out for branches that I'll never reach, learning the lessons that only shadows can teach. Your face is a pin light in a charcoal sky, too far to touch, too far to hear me cry. If I could catch a breeze, if I could learn to fly, I'd soar back up to that July sky. But there's no friction in a heart that's let go, just the acceleration of a grief I know. And it's a long way down from the love we had, watching the good turn into the bad. The wind is screaming everything we didn't say as the ground gets closer every single day. It's not the crash that's breaking my heart, it's the miles and the minutes we're drifting apart. Yeah, falling is easy, it's the air that's profound. And it's a long, long way down. Just a little more time in the empty blue. I'm still falling, I'm still losing you. The long way down. The wind fades out. The long way down. The engine's idling out in the lane, drawing crooked lines through the falling rain. You're standing in the hallway, suitcase by your feet, between the life we built and the coldness of the street. Your hand is on the handle, your keys are in your palm. The air is getting heavy, a strange and hollow calm. I wanted to say stay, I wanted to say wait, but I saw the finality written by the hand of fate. You look back over your shoulder, one hand on the frame, and for a split second you almost sounded the same. A flicker in the ashes, a shiver in the bone, before you left me standing in this house all alone. And that was the very last
I'm playing it back like a record with a scratch, searching for the fire in a burnt out match. Was there a tremor in your voice? Was there a tear inside your eye? Or was it just a habit, a polite way to say goodbye? I'm tracing the air where the words used to hang, still feeling the echo of the sudden quiet bang. It's a haunted kind of treasure, a gift I can't return, the final bit of bridge that you didn't mean to burn. I'd trade 1,000 loves and a million how you been to go back to the moment before the dark set in, to hear it mean forever, to hear it mean I'm home, instead of this cold signal on a disconnected phone. I'm still hearing it in the middle of the night, when I'm reaching for the shadow, when I'm looking for the light. 4 little words, 5 seconds of breath, the sweetest kind of trauma, the softest kind of death. The very last, the very last, I love you. Goodbye. 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 I've been white-knuckling the threads of us for months, trying to be the strength for both of us at once. But the fibers are fraying, they're snapping in the wind, and I'm looking at the place where it always has to end. My palms are blistered and my arms are turning numb, waiting for a rescue that we both know won't come. I thought if I just held on tighter, I could change your mind, but I'm just being dragged by the ghost I left behind. There's a jagged kind of hollow in the middle of my chest, as I realized that fighting was just delaying the rest. I'm looking down at the canyon, at the shadows far below, and I'm running out of reasons not to just let go. And I'm at the end of the rope, the end of the line, watching the last of the yours drift away from mine. It's a long way to fall, but I'm too tired to climb. I've been hanging on a promise tragedy complete. I used to think that letting go was a sign of being weak, but now it's just the only kind of mercy I can see. I'm tired of the tension, I'm tired of the burn of waiting for a love that's never gonna return. I'm opening my fingers, I'm breathing in the cold, releasing all the stories that we never will unfold. It's not the fall that scares me, it's the staying in the air, suspended by a memory that isn't even there. One more second, one more slip, I'm losing my mind, I'm losing my grip. I can't do it anymore. 3, 2, I'm letting go of you. 1, and now I'm gone. 4, falling into the dawn. Silence. I'm so set in 2 plates on the kitchen wood. Force of habit, I'd change it if I could. But the kitchen's too quiet, the clock's too loud. Like every second is screaming through this empty house. I used to find comfort in the rhythm of your breath. Now I'm just dancing with the ghost of what's left. There's no crashing thunder, no slamming of the door, just the weight of the shadow stretching across the floor. I thought love died with a scream and a fight, but it's just a slow fade of a dying light. And this is the sound of an ending. It's the rattle of a key that doesn't turn anymore. It's the static on the line, the hollow in my chest. The I love yous we put to a permanent rest. It's not a symphony, it's not a grand goodbye. It's just the sound of a heart learning how to lie. When I tell the room I'm fine, your sweater's still hanging on the back of the chair, but the scent of your perfume is no longer there. I'm tracing the cracks in the ceiling tonight, wondering where we lost the spark and the light we did Dust on the frames, footprints in the hall. I'm waiting for a phone call that you'll never call. Just the hum of the fridge, the wind through the screen, and space in the bed where you used to be. That's the sound, the quiet, cruel sound of an ending. I'm staring at the bottom of a glass that's run dry, tracing the ghosts of the clouds in a charcoal sky. We didn't go out with a bang or a cinematic flare. We just evaporated like the smoke into the winter air. And I'm tired of finding new ways to get through the day. I used to think love was a shield or a spark, but now it's just a match that left me blinded in the dark. There's no honey left in the jar on the shelf. I'm just a hollowed out version of my former self. We've chewed on the promises until they turn to stone. And I'm learning the weight of being truly alone. And oh, it's a bitter end, the taste of the soul, trying to figure out whose ghost is at fault. It's the dregs of the coffee, the cold at the door, the realization that I don't know you anymore. Yeah. It's not a tragedy of roses, it's a tragedy of rust, watching every forever turn back into dust. No more sweetheart, no more friend, just the jagged, hollow reaching of the bitter end. I walk past the park where we carved out our names, but the bark has grown over and hidden the flames. The bench is just wood and the grass is just green, and I'm just a man standing somewhere in between. I'm swallowing the sorry that I waited too long to say. It's a bitter pill to take as I watch you drive away. The medicine's gone and the wound is wide open, and I'm finally realizing the heart stays broken. If I could pour it all out, if I could empty the cup, I wouldn't have to worry about picking it up. But the flavor of us is a permanent stain of slow release poison running through every vein. Nothing left to drink, nowhere left to sink. In the gray of the dawn, the bitter end. The long, slow, bitter end is just bitter. I'm leaning my back against your rusted hood, watching the shadows stretch over the wood. The engine is ticking, cooling down in the weeds, like a heart that's run out of the things that it needs. The sky is a bruise of purple and gold, a story of fire that's grown bitter and cold. I'm memorizing the way the light hits your skin before the long shadows of the never begin. There's a chill in the air that the day couldn't hide, a feeling of emptiness growing inside. We've got 10 minutes left of the rose and the red before every word has finally been said. And it's the last sunset, the end of the glow, the final 5 minutes before you have to go. Watch the orange dissolve into charcoal and gray as the sun slips beneath the life of our yesterday. We're chasing the light till it bleeds from the sky. Beautiful terminal, velvet goodbye. The world is turning black and the stars are all met under the weight of our last sunset. The birds have gone quiet in the canopy high. Even the wind is a low, shaky sigh. I wanna reach out and just grab at the reins to pull back the clocks to our sun-drenched days. But the horizon is hungry, it's drinking the light, handing us over to the teeth of the night. Your face is a silhouette, sharp and so strange, a ghost in the making, a victim of change. Don't look at your watch, don't look at the road, just let the darkness take over the low. Once the last sliver sinks under the hill, the world will be empty, the world will be still. Yeah, it's the last sunset.
sunset. There goes the gold, there goes the heat. The feeling of us is finally complete. It's getting dark now, I can't see your eyes. Just the cold hollow space of the infinite skies. Good night, my darling. Good night, my son. The day is over. The damage is done. The last sunset. I'm stuck in the doorway of a house that isn't ours anymore, watching the way the evening sun spills across the floor. I've got my keys in my pocket like a weight I have to bear, while the silence settles heavy in the space you used to share. You didn't say a word, and I didn't ask you why. We were both just waiting for the light to leave the sky. Wanted to memorize the curve of your face before I became a stranger in this empty hollow space. The clock on the mantle was the only sound we made as we watched the colors of our always start to fade. I knew if I turned around I'd never leave the room, so I stood there in the shadow of the slow approaching gloom. And the last time I saw your eyes, they weren't blue or green, they were just the deepest hollow that I've ever seen. No fire in the iris, no spark inside the dark, just the cold gray ashes of a dying, desperate spark. I looked for a reason, I looked for a plea, but there was nothing left behind them looking back at me. It was the end of the world, it was the end of the prize. The last time I saw your eyes. You used to look at me like I was the only thing that's shown. Now I'm just a ghost made of shadow and of bone. The windows of your soul had the shutters pulled down tight, blocking out the memory of our summer heavy light. I reached for a flicker, just a tremor or a tear, but the ice had settled in for a long and lonely year. It's a different kind of heartbreak when the person that you know is already a ghost before they even let you go. I'll spend a lifetime trying to unsee that look, like the final empty sentence at the end of a book, a vacant silver mirror where the us used to be, a total quiet blindness to the history of me. Yeah, the last time I saw your eyes,
sitting in the kitchen with the receiver in my hand, a relic of a connection I no longer understand. I watched your name scroll by like a ghost upon the screen, and I pressed the button just to see if you'd be mean. But there was no hello and there was no who is this, just the eternal grave of a life I'm gonna miss. I waited through the ringing, counting heartbeats in the hall, until the line went flat and I hit the bottom of the fall. I used to hear you breathing on the other side of the wire, a low and steady rhythm that could settle any fire. But the circuit's been broken, the copper's turned to gray, and the satellite is looking for a soul that moved away. And it's the finality of a dial tone, a long and steady hum, the cold electric signal that the end has finally come. No more are you there, darling, please come home. Just a frequency of static in a house made of chrome. It's a flat line in my ear, it's a zero on the scale, the sound of a machine when the human parts will fail. I'm standing here connected to a world where I'm alone, with the finality of a dial tone. I remember when the busy signal felt like such a crime, back when we had nothing but a surplus of our time. Now I'd give anything for a click or a call, for any sign of life before you cut the signal off. It's a high and lonesome whistle, a digital goodbye. I'm mechanical, I'm over it beneath the plastic sky. I'm still holding the phone to the side of my face, like a hollowed out seashell in an empty echoing space. Disconnect the cables, pull the wires from the wall. I'm tired of the silence following the call. It's a binary tragedy, a one and then a zero, a story with a signal but no longer any hero. Yeah, it's the finality of a dial tone, a long and steady hum, the cold electric signal that the end has finally come. No more are you there, darling, please come home. Just a frequency of static in a house made of chrome. It's a flat line in my ear, it's a zero on the scale, the sound of a machine when the human parts all fail. I'm standing here connected to a world where I'm alone, with the finality of a dial tone. That's the sound of never be, the end of forever. The line is dead, the words are said, put the phone back in the cradle, turn out the light, surrender to the static of the middle of the night. Just a dial tone. Just a tone. Just a tone. Gold is spilling through the blinds, hitting the kitchen floor. just like it did 1,000 times when you walked through that door. The birds are acting like the world didn't fall apart last night, singing pretty melodies in the middle of the light. I'm staring at my coffee, watching the steam begin to rise, while the morning tries to tell me everything's a grand surprise. But there's a winter in my marrow that the heat can't even touch. The world is far too bright for someone losing quite this much. It's a cruel kind of magic, a cinematic trick to make the sky look beautiful when I'm feeling deathly sick. The neighbors wave their hellos, the kids are out to play, but the brightness only highlights all the things you took away. And the sun is a liar, promising a brand new start, while the shadows are still screaming in the corners of my heart. It paints a pretty picture of a day I can't begin, while I'm drowning in the wreckage of the state that we are in. Don't give me the yellow, don't give me the blue, and everything is charcoal since I lost the sight of you. It's a heartless kind of fire, a warm and golden fire. Yeah, the sun is a liar. I wanna pull the curtains tight and lock the world outside, where the darkness is a hollow place that I can finally hide. But the light finds every crack, it finds every single seam, illuminating the empty space where we used to have a dream. It shows the dust upon your chair, the fingerprints on the glass, watching the slow motion ghost of our happiness pass. It's marking every tear I cry, it's laughing at my grief. The brightest day is nothing but a cold and golden thief. Give me the thunder, give me the pouring rain, something that matches the rhythm of this heavy, steady pain. But the sky is perfectly clear, not a single cloud in sight, just a wide and open vacuum of a blinding hollow light. Yeah, the sun is a liar. Turn it off, let it fade. I'm much more comfortable here in the shade. It's too loud, it's too bright. I'm just waiting for the mercy of the night. Stop the glow, let me go. The sun is a liar. Just a liar. Just a liar. mattress where we spoke, tracing every promise that you made before they broke. I found that letter from the winter of our second year, the one that said I'm never going anywhere, my dear. Now I'm looking at the closet, at the space where you were kept, and I'm wondering if you meant it while I turned away and slept. Was it just a pretty sentence? Was it just a part to play? Because the forever that you promised didn't make it to today. Every always, every only, every until the end. I'm reading back the script, trying to find a way to mend, but the ink is looking hollow and the words are looking thin, and I don't know where the truth ends and the story should begin. So tell me, were you lying when you said you'd never go? Was it all a clay? I got beautiful and bitter show when you held my hand so tightly and you looked me in the eye. Was there a part of you already rehearsing the goodbye? I'm drowning in the maybe and I'm choking on the doubt, trying to figure what our love was really all about. Did you mean a single syllable, or were you just that good? Were you lying like I never thought you would? Was it I love you at breakfast, just a habit of the tongue, a melody you hummed along to while the song was being sung? When we talked about the future, about the house upon the hill, were you building up a castle that you knew you'd never fill? I see a smile in the photos and I'm searching for a crack, for a sign that you were planning on never coming back. It's a cruel kind of haunting to look back at the light and wonder if the sun was just a neon sign in the night. If it was real for a second, then the breaking I can take, but if it was a lie, then I don't know how much more I can take. To think I gave my world to a ghost who wasn't there, to a phantom in the hallway and a shadow in the air. Tightly, you looked me in the eyes. There a part of you already rehearsed in the goodbye? I'm drowning in the maybe and I'm choking on the doubt, trying to figure what our love was really all about. Did you mean a single syllable, or were you just that good? Were you lying like I never thought you would? Just tell me the truth. Was it all a mistake? How much of our always was actually fake? The silence is heavy, the answer is clear. You're gone, and the lie is the only thing left here. Were you lying? Yeah, you were lying. I'm standing in the mirror with the overhead light, looking for the damage from the battle of last night. My skin is perfectly clear, not a mark upon my face. There's no physical evidence of the wreckage in this place. I checked my pulse and I checked my breath, looking for the symptoms of this quiet internal death. If I were bleeding on the carpet, they would understand the pain. But how do you show the world a heart that's dissolving in the rain? There's no purple on the shoulder, no yellow on the bone, just a cold and heavy sickness when I'm standing all alone. It's a different kind of trauma, it's a deeper kind of deep, the kind of jagged secrets that the unseen bruises. I walked into the kitchen where we had that final talk. I can still feel the impact in the way I have to walk. Every word you threw at me is a shadow on my chest, a phantom pressure point that never lets me rest. I'm carrying the weight of I don't love you anymore, like 1,000 heavy stones piled up against the door. You didn't have to touch me to break me into two. The damage was done by the absence of you. If I could wear it on my sleeve, if I could show the scar, maybe people wouldn't wonder why I've drifted out so far. But the pain is in the marrow, the hurt is in the light of 1,000 little memories that keep me up at unseen bruises, touching the spot where it hurts the most. But my hand passes through like a lonely ghost, still tender, still blue, the internal map of losing you. Nobody sees it, but I know it's there. Heavy as the silence, thin as the air. Unseen bruises, just the bruises. No one sees, no one sees. It wasn't a cliff or a sudden descent, it was the steady erosion of every cent of the kindness we traded, the coins in the jar. Now I'm just wondering where the hell we are. I watch the horizon for a ship to appear, but the fog only thickened with every year. I kept the lamp burning till the oil ran dry, waiting for a hello and a goodbye sky. It's the quietest murder you'll ever see, the way that you're slowly forgetting me. It's not a gunshot, it's not a blade, just the light getting dimmer till we're lost in the shade. And it's the slow death of hope, the long cold fade, the dead of a promise that'll never
of hope. I'm still checking the mail for a letter you'll never write. I'm still leaving the porch light on in the middle of the night. But the wood's getting rotten, the paint's starting to peel, and I'm losing the memory of how it used to feel. We're a clock that's unwinding, a star going out, a ghost of a certainty swallowed by doubt. I'm grieving for the person I thought you could be, and the version of us that's now ancient history. If it happened all at once, I could scream, I could cry, but it's 1,000 small knots of days passing me by. It's the starving of the spirit, the thirst in the soul, watching the pieces lose sight of the whole. Of hope. The last candle smoking, the window is broken, the very last word has been spoken. It's gone, one breath at a time. The slowest, most beautiful crime. No more hope, just the slow death of hope. The neighbor's dog is barking 3 houses down the street. I can hear the rhythm of my own pulse, a slow and heavy beat. I never noticed that the fridge is such a hollow, constant hum, or how the air gets thick and cold when you finally become numb. I used to crave the quiet when the world was far too loud. Back when we were happy, back when we were proud. But now the walls are leaning in, whispering your name, and the stillness in this hallway is a different kind of shame. I'm screaming at the rafters till my throat is raw and red, but the sound just dies a foot away from the pillows on the bed. There's a vacuum in the kitchen, there's a canyon in the hall, and the nothingness is heavier than any wrecking ball. Oh, the silence is deafening, it's ringing in my ears, the loudest thing I've ever heard in all these lonely years. It's the crash of every promise that we didn't get to keep. It's the thunder of the
and it's all I have to sing. Dropped a silver teaspoon on the tile an hour ago, and it sounded like a gunshot, like a final fatal blow. I'm afraid to move a muscle, afraid to take a breath, because the quiet is a shadow of a slow and steady death. Your keys are on the counter, but they don't jingle anymore. They're just sitting there like tombstones by the handle of the door. I try to play a record, but the needle just won't find the groove. It's like the universe is waiting for one of us to move. If the wind would only whistle, if the rain would only fall, if a ghost would only rattle all the frames upon the wall. Anything to break the spell, anything to stop the ring of the hollow, heavy anthem that the empty spaces bring. Always fading out. Listen, can you hear the dying of the doubt? It's so loud. God, it's so loud. Just the static in the room, just the color of the glue.